This week on the Social Bullet, BlackBerry sues Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram. Could Snapchat be throwing good money after bad as they pursue with the previously failed products? And could dumb phones be the new smart thing? This week, the Social Bullet is brought to you once again from Abuja in beautiful Nigeria. Enjoy. So I'm sure you all remember BlackBerry, one of the originators of the smartphones and arguably of instant messaging as we know it. The company's been bubbling around for a while but has resurfaced this week by opening a huge lawsuit against Facebook. In what seems like a lifetime ago, BlackBerry actually led the way with instant messages with their BBM platform. And now they're saying that Facebook and Facebook chat properties, i.e. Messenger, WhatsApp and Instagram, are actually infringing on some core BlackBerry app patents. BlackBerry have provided quite a weighty claim against Facebook, 117 pages in fact, with various claims of infringement. BlackBerry really dominated mobile in the noughties, but failed to keep up with mobile innovation. So what do you guys think? Is this a real legitimate claim, or is it a last-ditch attempt for BlackBerry to stay relevant and potentially afloat? Now for another throwback. Do you remember when Snap first launched Spectacles? It was their first ever physical product and actually one of the first innovative ways to enable users to catch first-person video and pictures. Now unfortunately they were quite a spectacular flop for various reasons, predominantly price and also inaccessibility of actually getting hold of the product. But you few spectacle fans out there will be pleased to know that Snapchat have not given up on this, and this week have confirmed the speculation that they are actually working on a V2 of Spectacles. What's even more exciting, Snapchat have actually hinted at the possibility of the new Spectacles including VR capability. Now we know Google have also failed in launching a Spectacle product with their Google Glass, so could Snapchat be the ones to finally make a crack into this potentially huge market? One of the main feature races we've seen on social media over the last couple of months is the integration of GIFs, both into Facebook, Snapchat and many other platforms. This has totally changed in the last couple of days when both Instagram and Snapchat have cancelled their integration with Giphy and actually rolled back on the feature set. The main reason for this is because despite being against Giphy terms and conditions, certain explicit material actually made their way onto their platform, therefore was able to be found both on Facebook platforms and on Snapchat. We're not sure exactly whether this integration will continue or it could be the beginning of the end for Giphy, but we do hope that they can increase the monitoring of their community services to get these fun and friendly moving images back on our small screens. Now turning our focus onto your social media, here are our top picks of the hashtags and trends about to be receiving the most amount of attention this coming week. One thing that unites us, from babies to OAPs, is the fact that most people love a good nap. Now on Monday the 12th of March is in fact National Napping Day. I'm not sure how this one will play out in workforces across the world, but I'm sure there's going to be lots of people on social media discussing National Napping Day, and I'm sure trying to squeeze in a cheeky nap here and there. Now it is actually scientifically proven that napping can help productivity and is good for your body, so no matter where you are in the world, if you're trying to integrate napping into your daily routine, Monday the 12th of March is the day to give it a proper go, and of course share that with your followers on social media. 3.14159265359. That's about as far as I can get. Of course, it is the number of pi. I'm sure you studied it in school. Pi is quite a special number and has actually already been calculated to have up to 1 trillion digits. Now you maths fans will know that as an irrational and a transcendental number, the number of decimal points beyond pi will continue to go infinitely. So hopefully it's a conversation that we can actually try and continue and prolong across our social media, because Wednesday 14th of March is actually Pi Day. Now we know social media goes crazy for an International Food Day, and there's often many pie jokes. So whether you're maths fans or food fans, there's always some entertaining conversation to be had on your social media. It's Wednesday, don't forget it. Now it's a big one. Some cities will dye their rivers and their lakes green. Others will cover themselves top to toe in green body paint, whereas some others will just sit in a pub and drink as much Guinness as they possibly can, because Sunday the 17th of March is of course St. Patrick's Day. Also known as the Feast of St. Patrick, St. Patrick's Day is a religious and cultural celebration celebrating the date of death of St. Patrick, who is the patron saint of Ireland. Prepare your feeds to have a green hue, and no matter how you choose to celebrate, make sure you jump onto the official hashtag, which is quite simply hashtag St. Patrick's Day. And finally, think of your first ever mobile phone and then think of one of your favourite ever mobile phones. Now I'm pretty confident that at least one of those two answers will be the classic Nokia 3310. And these iconic phones are now starting to make a massive resurgence. But creators and innovators across the world are now taking this to the next step. Instead of just rolling back to the 3310s that we know and love, people are now creating smart, dumb phones. The Light Phone 2 is going crazy on Indiegogo and is designed to enable people to have a social media detox. The screen is black and white, very similar to your Kindle, but you can still call, text, use GPS and get various apps like Uber, for example. In a generation where we're either glued to our phones or starting to become concerned because we can't let go of them, could this be a first step in a new way of communicating with our friends, just the right amount? That's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have an amazing week both on and off social media, and we will be back here next week with the latest news, tips and trends for your social. Have a great one.